doing tonight? I think you all know the drill by now. We're just gonna be playing, well, chipping away at Dawntrail, the MSQs. Come on. I really need to get a new chair. Let's see. Yeah. Hypoallergenic gaming chair. Hypo. Socials that were live first, and we'll get into it proper. Let's see. Anyway. Anybody watching Evo? Because I'm not. Anyway. Let's see. Oh boy. Anyway, let's post right now. Live right now on Twitch. There we go. Alright, and then we'll go here. Boom. There. And then stuff. I do need a chair with the wheels. Let's see. There. And then we'll switch this over to here. And there. Boom. There. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Okay, there we go. Hashtag Dawntrail. the game, and then we'll... Alright, here. Here. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Clicked on that. Would that help? So I'll play probably till 10:30, maybe 11 if I feel like it. I don't know if I'm so inclined. Here we go. Alright. Let's do this first. Close that. I'll go here. And it's just me hanging out and chatting. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Okay, cool, cool. Looks good. Let's try this. Okay. Alright, what's next? Here we go. Unattuned, no! Alright. Oh, this one, unattuned. Alright. Gonna have to find some way to get those in. Oh, did I not? Oh, wait, no, because that's me. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, that was earlier. Never mind. Let's see. Alright. Get in the regalia. Oh, jeez. Might need to do those plus ones at some point. Should I do those ones right for the offering? Right of the ones chosen. Might as well check them out. Where are you? The ones that way. I guess we'll see. Because they unlock like functions in the game. Well, let's see. I think it's up there. Because I don't see anybody with a plus above their head or something. Like a quest marker or something. No. I don't see anybody, but they probably haven't loaded in yet. It's supposed to be here. He's down there? Nope. Now I have to find my way back up. Alright, I'm just gonna wait until more people load, I guess, into the thing. Looks like it's supposed to be here. Oh, there. Let's see. Must be Beast Trap quest. Ooh, there we go. We're Woklamatsu companions, aren't you? Kaizaihi smiles upon me. I had hoped the great bird would guide one of the village's saviors to me. You see, the time has come for us to make our customary offerings to Kaizaihi. Whatever. It is a ceremony we hold dear, and I would invite you to participate as an honored guest. You'll join us then? Oh, that makes me so happy. My feathers are standing up straight. The traditional offering is a fruit that grows in the southwest, and they must be so ripe that they fall into the earth. Gather 3 and deliver them to the Lanuhalis at the shrine. Let's get that other one before we do anything else. I don't know. Needs help performing on tradition. Ohokali, Zach. Of course I know your name. Who isn't familiar with Woklamat's companions? Not to mention your friends can't seem to go a moment without mentioning you. Ha. I'm Lanuhanu, and I have the honor of being the one's chosen. It is my feathers which adorn the festive float. I feel the wind has guided you to me for a reason. As a visitor to our village who has fast become an honored friend, I would offer you a chance to strengthen our bonds. Perhaps you're familiar with the Lion's Guard. It is customary among the ones chosen to save their molted feathers and present them to these brave protectors as gifts every few years. At this very moment, one of their number is making their way to Okanu to receive their offering, but there's much more to it than just a simple delivery, and I think you'd be interested in taking part. It would deepen your understanding of our ways, and perhaps you and this member of the Lion's Guard will become fast friends. I would start with the small task if you're willing. Nahanshi is the name of our guest, and he was due to arrive some time ago. I fear he may be lost. Can you search the road for him? I'll stay behind in case he arrives here after all. Alright. That's the closest. There he is. Or she is? I don't know. You're looking for me? You're not, Hanu Hanu. Unless you're molting something awful. No. So that's the way of it. Well, now that you found me, I suppose I better get on with it. Sorry for my lack of enthusiasm. I joined the Lance Guard hoping I could bust some skulls, slaughter some beasts, use these muscles of mine. But for my first assignment, I'm lugging crates of supplies around. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I suppose complaining won't get this done any faster. Let's go meet this Lanu Hanu then. Alright, further. Taken firstly, I bid the warmest of welcomes to Nahanshi. As the one's chosen, it is my solemn duty to show you what sights our humble village has to offer. As on the Lance Guard, it behooves you to become familiar with all corners of the continent, yes? Then come with me to the center of Okanu, where you can behold the entire village at once. Take it all in. This is Okanu. As you can see, our homes are made from wood and reeds, both of which the forest blesses us with in abundance. But nature's blessings are to be treated with care, for dry reeds can easily catch flame, and if they do, we risk setting our entire village alight. Building waterways through Okanu is a way to protect us from such incidents, but aquatic beasts can travel them as well. And when these beasts become too great in number, we beseech the Lance Guard to call them. Do you know, I always thought hunting duty was just a way to keep us sharp. While I'm here, I'll make sure nothing troubles your home. All of Okanu would thank you. And now for the reason you came, the feathers of the winds chosen. They're used to adorn the equipment worn by the Lance Guard. The design evokes the image of Kisaihi, the great bird revered by all Hanu Hanu. The feathers give it a touch of authenticity that make the soldiers appear all the fiercer. Every soldier's outfit is designed according to their profession, and each feather must undergo an elaborate process of dyeing and oiling to meet the Lance Guard varied need. So without further ado, let us begin. I ask that you come meet me at the gate to the southeast. Fine, I should warn you, I'm not known for my delicate hands. That went about as well as expected. Could you stay behind for a moment, Zach? I would like to hear your opinion of the Nahanshi. Not the most motivated person. I have the same impression. Truth be told, his attitude is the same as every Lance Guard troop who comes to receive this gift, and we're meant to fix it. Consider this a rite of passage of sorts. The Lance Guard sends us troops whose rough edges want for polish, and the task we set before them serve as a whetstone. Over the course of our work, they gain a great insight into the history and meaning behind this exchange of gifts. Soldiers with a tangible bond to their charge will protect it all the more staunchly. Recent days, however, even our treasure trove of knowledge hasn't been enough to rouse the spirits of some, but working alongside someone as capable as you, Nahanshi may find the extra motivation he needs. Now then, let us proceed to the southeastern gate, and while this goes without saying, keep this little conversation between us a secret. Oh jeez, what was that? I'll check that out later. It really hurt my ears. Oh, come on. What did I do to deserve this? Now I know why my superiors were staring behind my back as I departed. The Hana might think this bird god is worth all the trouble, but I just want to get it over with. Oh, you dick. Is there something if I take this? No. Maybe some other time. I just really wanted that, oh, but we should probably do this other one first. Yeah, you know what? Might as well accept it. Why not? Now that everyone is here, it's time to begin. Together we shall make these feathers so strong that even Kisaihi would be envious. The first items we require are dyes and oils. The former is used to match the feathers with various uniform tonality. The latter serves a different purpose. As you can see by observing yours truly, Hanu boasts feathers full and colorful. This is thanks to the oils our body secretes, which keep our coat from becoming drab and brittle. But the feathers we give to the Landsguard were molted long ago and have since lost their natural luster, so we must apply oil to make them as vibrant as those of the Hanu in their prime. The task of gathering said oils from Daz falls to Zack. Go to Okbek Bay, where a crate has already been prepared. In the meantime, the Hanshi here will get the feathers. Does that look back? Is like, okay. Okay, let's do these ones since they're closer. Oh, you dick. Alright. Oh, alright. That was quick. Alright. Alright. There it is. So you're here about the supplies. Good, get everything's in the crate over there. It's heavy, so be careful not to drop it on these dainty toes of yours. Or still, you might break a bottle of dye. The Landsguard artisan who designed their uniforms was very particular about their coloring, so that not a single one can go to waste. There's nothing a soldier loves more than their equipment, so every detail has to be just right. Tread as carefully as you can back to Lanahani. Oh, wait. Deliver the crate of dyes and oils to Lanahanu at Okanu before the time runs out. You'll have 3 minutes to complete the test. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Be wary of attacks from enemies, which will sap your strength. Okay, so am I supposed to... Alright. Can I just teleport there? Darn it. And I can't do this. Okay, I can't. Wow, this is a fun side quest. Anyway. How do I know how much time I have left? It's not like there's a timer or anything. Oh, there. 1 minute. Alright. Alright, no enemies. Nice. Alright. You both did excellent work today. Nahanshi, it appears you might need some rest after your ordeal. How many feathers did you pack into that crate? Are you sure you didn't send me to get the dyes and oils? Be glad I didn't, Nahanshi, for Zack's crate is much heavier. He also carried it from a much greater distance. Really now, and here I thought I was the stronger. Damn, bested during my first assignment. But that won't happen again. I've had enough rest, so let's get on with it. If you insist, Nahanshi, let us proceed to the heart of the matter. First, we must dye each feather one by one. Be careful, for each color is needed in different quantities. Equipment used to attack is adorned with black feathers, while equipment used for defense is adorned with feathers in their original green. For those, we must carefully... Hold on just a damn moment. We're dyeing all of these one by one? I'll be an old man by then. There has to be a better way. Say, throw a few dozen of them in a big bowl of dye. But that will make the coloring uneven, Nahanshi. As I was saying, we must carefully apply oil to the feathers to bring out their original color, or they'll quickly become brittle. I see. This will be a test of patience, but with the 3 of us, it shall be over before the moon turns. Probably. Worry not. I'm here to teach you how best to see the job done. I suppose I'm thankful for that. Truth be told, I never knew so much hard work went into our uniforms. For our brothers and sisters in the Landsguard, no effort is too great. The Hana are honored that you wear our feathers. Are you surprised? As the wind's chosen, seeing my feathers become a symbol of the great Kisaihi fills me with joy unequaled in this world. And to have them adorn the Landsguard's armor makes my joy all the sweeter. Even Tyrell can claim such an honor, so there can be no mistakes. There's really more to this than I thought. I would like to apologize for how I've been acting. I see now that things are done a certain way for a reason. So, while I may grow old and gray in the doing, I'll see that every feather is dyed or oiled properly. At least we're in this together, eh, Zach? Alright. I reckon I'll be cleaning dye from under my nails for some days yet, but I won't complain about honest work. Now I have to think about how to get these back to Tuliolo. Don't get ahead of yourself, young Nahanshi. Yes, the hard part is behind us, but there is more I would ask of you. As I've said before, Kishahi is revered by the Hanuhanu. And we must pay due respect for use of its likeness. As such, there are time-honored rituals that must be followed before we give this offering to the Lance Guard. Oh, jeez. Our next step is simple. We must bring the feathers before the likeness of Kisaihi and Kozanuaki and have the priestess beseech the great bird to bestow the wind's blessing upon them. More lugging that crate around, then I can do it, but if we're going to any further than last time, I might need a couple of breaks. Do not worry, Nahanshi, I will carry the feathers. I have something different in mind for the both of you. A friend of mine awaits you on the road to Kazunaki. Speak with him and do exactly as he instructs. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Ah. Alright. Just cruising around in my bomb-ass car. Alright, what do you want us to do? Welcome, welcome. I understand you seek the blessing of the wind. The priestess requires a special type of bark to complete the ceremony, and your job's to gather it. But you must tread carefully, for the shores where the trees are found teem with hungry beasts. I suggest clearing the area first so one doesn't sneak up on you. I don't mind a bit of hunting, but these arms aren't meant for apologies. I suppose complaining is a habit I should aim to break. This is all part of the process of making our equipment, isn't it? There's a reason we need this bark, so get the bark we shall. I'll search the south side. Zach, you take the north. Alrighty. No, leave me alone. Where? Oh. Okay. While we're here, might as well go here. Oh, hello. To what do I owe this honor? Kisaihi will be most satisfied with these. Today, you are more than an honored guest. You are at the very heart of the ceremony. After your efforts to bring Ihihana back to us, Kisaihi is doubtless overjoyed. To see you in this role, the fruit shall bear a powerful blessing indeed. Deliver the blessed fruit to Anu Hanu, and the ceremony will be complete. Go with haste. Okay. What is this, by the way? I guess I can't do anything with it. Alright. Well done, you two. You brought exactly what I asked, but I suppose you're still curious as to why the bark had to be from those specific trees. The answer lies with the legend of Kisaihi. You see, our ancestors hailed from a different land and were guided here by the great bird, but upon their arrival they found perilous woodlands overrun by hungry fiends. Many Hanu were lost to the gluttonous appetite of the wilds, and they had nearly succumbed to despair, but the Kisaihi let out a mighty screech. It echoed through the land, setting the trees aglow. Taking this as divine guidance, our beleaguered ancestors took bark from the trunks and burnt it. Smoke wafted through the air, and the beasts found it so repugnant they were forced to flee, one and all. Since that day, warriors would burn incense before battle in the hopes it would ward them from harm. Thus we bless the Landsguard's feathers in the same way, that they too might bask in Kisaihi's protection. Now take the bark to Kozanuaki, and on the way I would be glad if you offered your sincerest prayers to the great bird. Great. Finally here, mind giving me your bark. I'll deliver it to the Hanu priestess. Alright. Thank you, Zach. Once I'm finished, let's offer our prayers. Wouldn't want to disappoint our hosts after all. Now let's just play till 10:30, I guess. The Hanu take their traditions seriously, don't they? I knew they wished for a good harvest and such, but never imagined we Landsguard were in their thoughts all this time. This has been an eye-opening experience to be sure, but I can't help but wonder why they were so important to them. Why allow us to use their revered god in the designs of our equipment? Aren't you a Landsguard yourself, and you ask such questions? Uh-oh. You're Zach, aren't you? I'm Zuli Holly. I know we have you to thank for our Ihana's success, but even so, I must ask that you stand aside. You are Nahanshi, of whom we've heard so much. I'm surprised that you have the gall to step foot into such a sacred place. While others may sing the praises of the Landsguard, their minds have been warped by too many moltings. The new generation is sick of their ceaseless chirping. You have to say your lines. Remember how we practice. Oh yes, I understand. We heard you complain when you took the feathers. We saw the disdain in your eyes. Someone with such disrespect for our history doesn't deserve to bask in Kisaihi's grace. What? But I... Yeah. You're sussy. Listen, don't you see, we refuse to suffer this Landsguard to be in Okani. Listen well and remember, the sacred likeness of Kisaihi was once reduced to shredded reeds. By whom, you ask? Why, none other than Galul Jaja, Dawn's servant and founder of the Landsguard. No, the Dawn servant will never... This misdeed will never be forgiven. If you have any pride in your position, you should be ashamed at your ignorance and lack of respect. How will you answer for that? Yes, you must answer, and answer well, or we will be very angry with you. I kind of feel bad for this guy now. I had no idea this history of conflict. Why didn't Lanu Hanu say anything? Why am I taking the blame for the past? In any case, we can't stay here. I have to think about this. Johan was visibly shaken. I don't see why Zuli Holly would lie, but how have I never heard of the Dawn Servant's affront to Hanahanu? Oops. We'll have to find the truth ourselves. You might be right. It was my ignorance that seemed to set her off after all. But whatever happens, I'd like to leave here on the Hanu's good side. Well, our best bet is probably to return to Okanu. If anyone can tell us the truth about what happened with the Dawntrail, it would be Lanuhanu. Ah. Welcome back. Was Lanuhali impressed with your offering? Yes, I can feel Kishahi's grace emanating from these. Thus the ceremony is complete. Younger Hanuhanu clamored to participate in this rite, you know. It said that the fruit offered to Kishahi becomes imbued with its divine spirit, and all who carry them shall be blessed with great luck. Surely you will be too. Although you traveled far, I hope you feel enriched by the experience. Go with our gratitude, and may the wings of Kishahi sweep ill fortune from your path. Alright. I don't see him, but the crate's not here either. He might have left to Kazunoaki already. Wouldn't we have seen him on the road if he had, though? The forest is vast, I suppose. Anyways, maybe one of the younger Hanuhana around here can tell us if Zuli Holly's scorn is shared. Let's ask around, Zach. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, let's go that way. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, there's one. Of course, every hunter knows the story of the Dawntrail, but it might be more accurate to call it a rescue, for at the time our home was beset by fleas. When Galu Jaja heard the terrible news, he personally came to drive out every last one. Oh. Doesn't seem like... let's go this way. Faster. Zuli Holly said all that? Well, I do remember hearing that when our ancestors beheld the ruined figure, some of them viewed it as a terrible insult, even though they were saved. Could that grudge have been inherited by their children and grandchildren? I can't speak on such matters, but perhaps Lanuhali can. He is wise in our ways and makes an effort to befriend everyone he can. The likeness of Kishahi, my father actually worked to repair it. He told me that the Dawn servant's slaughter of the beast was swift and brutal, but left many of our shrines and homes damaged in its wake. But what choice did he have? The fiends were at our doors. My father and his friends agreed that it was better to be alive. At least that way they could rebuild. What's the word, Zach? From what I heard, the Dawn Servant really did destroy that sacred figure. I see. I can't say I'm surprised that some Hanu would bear a grudge. So Zuli Holly was telling the truth. Something still doesn't sit right with me, though. The Dawn Servant wouldn't simply go on a rampage and leave the Hanu to clean things up. He'd have more compassion than that. Nahanshi, Zach, you won't believe what happened. I was surrounded by Zuli Holly and her crony as well on my way to the shrine. I stole the crate of feathers from out of my closet, saying no Landsguard would have it until Nahanshi gave his answer. I assume you know what they're talking about. They said if you ignore their demand, they'll burn every last feather. What? Have they gone mad? Gods be good, I'm sorry, but can you go and install them for a while? There's something I must look into first. I think he's in on it. I know what you're thinking, Zach. Isn't this going a little too far? I answered that the results shall speak for themselves. Now we simply wait and see what Nahanshi brings us. Zuli Holly and the others are waiting to the south of the shrine. Let's go there and install them as Nahanshi requested. Oh, God. Alright. This way. It's that way. Nahanshi should be here soon. We were lucky to have you spur him into action, Zach. While our methods may appear rather blunt to you, wait until Nahanshi speaks before you judge us. Wait quietly and hear his answer. I don't know why you make us wait so long, Nahanshi, but I hope whatever you found was worth it. I spoke with the eldest hunter in your village. He told me the story of the Dawntrail's visit and the destruction of Gisahi's likeness. The whole story. It seems he, particularly the head of reason, was filled with anguish at the sight and offered his deepest apologies. To make amends, he devised a way to assemble an even more robust figure from the remains of the previous one. His work was done overnight, and the head of resolve called upon the whole village to celebrate their newfound peace. For the first time in a long while, Ihihana commenced, and the dawn servant was chosen to write the sacred float. After the festivities, the dawn servant said that when he finally established a unified nation in Tyrol, he wanted a motif representing Gisahi to be among those used in the soldiers' uniforms. He declared that different tribes can forge friendships so long as they open their hearts to one another, that his nation would be one where peoples of all stripes could live in harmony. His soldiers would become a symbol of that promise. So you can learn for yourself after all, but you should have come here with that knowledge already seared into your memory. I know, I have no excuse for my ignorance and the petulance born from it. This experience has taught me so many things, and now with full knowledge of this history I am filled with a much greater sense of purpose than before. I feel more keenly than ever that my duty as a landsguard is to serve every corner of Tyrol. But to fulfill that duty, we must have our equipment, so please, I beg of you, entrust the feathers to me in good faith. He'll be a fine soldier, don't you agree, Lanuhanu? What? Yes, indeed. That was quite the moving display. My feathers were standing up straight. Thank you for looking after Nahanshi during his growth, Zack. My growth? What are you talking about? Why, this was all a performance to guide you along the path to becoming a worthy landsguard. Your rite of passage is complete. So my superiors weren't playing one over on me. They were worried about me. I didn't realize my conduct was so concerning. Tell them what you told us and their concerns will vanish. You'll be welcomed back with open arms. But before you do that, aren't there more places to visit, more materials to collect? We Hanu aren't the only people who love teaching lessons. Please, I don't want to think about that now. I was worried sick enough imagining what would happen if I couldn't get the feathers. Well, you've earned a bit of rest. Return to Okanu and we'll deliver the feathers to you after the priestesses bless them. That part at least was no ruse. If you don't mind, I'd like to go to Kozanuaki. I feel I should offer one more prayer to Kisai. Very well. Zack, why don't you wait at Okanu? I'll bring the feathers and I'd like to speak with you once more before you go. Oh, jeez. I don't think there is. Alright, let's go up there. Oh, look at that guy. I wonder if there's something through that waterfall. Nope. Ah. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's do this. Map. Go here. No. Now that you are allow me to offer my thanks for all your help. I would also offer my apologies for making you party to our little deception. I would have told you everything, but I don't think anything would have been quite so effective if I did. I agree, and I'm grateful things went the way they did. The lessons I learned here will guide me as I become acquainted with all of Tyrell's peoples. Speaking of which, the next leg of my journey awaits. May we meet again. Let's see, what food do you want? Alright. So that. Right. So we're trying to get to magnifiers. Daktumi. Alright, let's go here. No. Alright. Okay, let's take a break right now and we'll be right back. Alrighty. This way. Oh. Let's switch back like that. There we go. Yes. Alright. Play for a little bit more and then call it a night. Probably better to end it a little bit earlier rather than later. Alright. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's a meal preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in XIV, a village in XIV. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Lul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a true-born son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title. Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Meanwhile.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you all. Proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. You sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Uklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Amachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardesian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkopacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
Hmm.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Might end in a couple minutes, guys. Let's get close. Oh, the first promise. All right, we're getting an update on everyone.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservant.
Such titles mean nothing.
Ah, I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Earlier with Bakul Jaja.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have two more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. But do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet, somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Okay, so I'll finish this and then call it a night. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest, and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. Give me now enter Okay. Alright. Where are we? Okay. Let's go here. And we'll call it there, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. And, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Hopefully. That's where I want to go. Let's see. Yep. Alright guys. Thanks for joining me again. And stay tuned to my socials for when I go live next. But yeah, have a great night. And I'll see you next time. Bye.